We're live. Welcome. Episode 1 of the Fully Activated podcast, sponsored by Marketing Inventors. We're here at the Marketing Inventors HQ, and we got none other than Jason Spinelli, aka Small Spinelli, in the building. Welcome, man.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate the warm welcoming. We got Active Brett here today, sponsored by Marketing Inventors. Super sick HQ over here. Love the setup. Thanks for hosting it, you guys. We got all the camera equipment we ever need right now. The mics, the headphones, the background, the backdrop, everything, man. Super sick place.
Everything, yeah. So, Jason.
So episode 1. So Jason, if you guys don't know him, he's pretty big right now on social media. Yes, sir.
Fitness content, a lot of short form content. He's been killing it with that.
Appreciate it.
So let's start with that. Like, how did you even get into that?
Dude,
a lot of people, want to get into that stuff.
Yeah, so getting into it, man, I literally just started as like a hobby, like when you're doing high school, like TikToks, like, YouTube kind of stuff. I kind of started as like a little fun thing, and then I literally picked it up last year, relatively. It's only honestly been like 8 months. And I just started doing it in college, after a lift from, like, let's say you're getting a lift and you're in the locker room or something, and then I just post up my phone and I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to, no.
No.
No, that's
good.
Yeah, I'm just recording. And then from there, I'm just like, I'm going to put like some audios on it, I'm just my back days, like kind of clips from there. I start getting a few views and I'm like, what can I like actually do from this? You know what I mean? Like there's levels to like the whole influencer game. So I started getting inspiration. I say to people, you need to pick like your top 3 influencers, right? With any niche it is, whether it's lifting, it's cooking, if it's skateboarding, whatever it is, you need to like pick your top 3 people, and then from there take inspiration from those people, right? Because at the end of the day, you can reinvent the wheel if you want to, but if you start reinventing the wheel, you're gonna get sidetracked. You need to already do what's like working for people, right? Because once you start kind of taking inspiration from what's working, that's when it starts working from you. And then now, people see things that are like, let's say viral. You can now start integrating your personal branding, right? You can start doing, guys, here's my thing. And then people go, oh, yeah, this was like a cool video he did, but now he's showing like his personal side, right? And so like, that's what I'm doing for myself now, because I blew up really off of just like, relatable content, or like maybe some white girl music of me posing or whatever it is. But people like that because that's like what people got in through the door first, because, they can relate to like, let's say the music or the posing or like this type of day I'm lifting or whatever it is. And then from there, I'm like, okay, now I'm going to do like cooking stuff. So I started doing cooking stuff. I've been able to, secure a few brand deals from like calorie tracking apps. So shout out Dr. Cal and Cal AI. I worked with a few of those. It was really cool to do some marketing stuff for them, because basically, I'm cooking, but now I'm able to do like marketing integration in with like my short form content. So that's really cool. Also, shout out AG Labs, Austin, my boy. He gave me my first ever sponsorship. So that's what really started off. It was last May. He basically hit me up when I hit like 300 followers, and he was like, hey man, I'm in San Diego as well. Like, do you want to do like, you want to get sponsored by a supplement company? I'm like, why would I not? They got like 30K on IG. Like at the time, I'm like, I only have 300 followers. Like, this is sick for people like to reach out to me. So I'm like, let's do it. So he gave me like a few $100, bunch of free supplements, some clothing, and then we just got a super cool photo shoot, some videos. And then that's when I really opened my eyes to like, dang, I'm like only at a few hundred followers. Like, what are the next limits? You know what I mean? And then from there, I hit 10K in like 4 months after that. And then from there, it just snowballed. I actually went to a meetup with Cookie King. So basically, he texted me. He's like, yo, pull up. Me, Dylan, and Santa Cruz are doing like some meetup in Del Mar. And I was like, okay, like down. So slide over there with my boy. And they're doing like some like crumble crash out thing. Like, I don't even know I know you hate crumble, huh?
No, it's just funny. It's just the brain rot side of TikTok, but it prints money. Like, those guys are making a lot of money. Dude, and like, especially Santa Cruz, like he's spreading a good message.
Yeah, shout out Santa Cruz Medicinals, man. Yeah. That guy, I love his message. What he says, dude. Like everything Santa Cruz promotes is just organic, healthy. Like, I love the videos where he goes up to people like giving them like $100 for like quitting McDonald's and all that brain rot food, bro. That shit is melts your brain.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went there. I met both of them, but it was what was really eye-opening for me to see was like Dylan Latham, and I was talking to like their filmers and stuff. And like you said, it's so brain rot, but these guys are pushing out like 100 videos a day.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like that's a whole job itself. I mean, it makes money, but like dude, just posting, like, I post, like, let's say 3 to 4 times a day short form content, but 100 videos, like, how do you even come up with the ideas? Like, would you be able to do that?
I mean, if I had they have a team. Does Dylan have a team, or does he edit his own videos?
He probably has a team.
He probably has
I would guess. I mean, he's running like Simpletics, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
too.
he can't do both. Yeah, he probably has a team. But I mean, yeah, the whole goal is like, I mean, that's why probably you've seen a decent amount of success on social media, is just staying consistent. Obviously, is the biggest thing.
Exactly.
And then, like you said, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. That's what I've heard from, you know, all the big people in the space is like, you want to do what other people are doing and then put your own spin on it once it starts working, like you said.
Exactly.
And I would say like you've done that perfectly because you did the quote unquote brain rot content.
Exactly.
But then now you're starting to put your own spin on it, make it more personalized, so you can actually, you know, connect with your audience,
grow an audience,
and grow even more, because you can only grow so much with the brain rot content, and then you have to get people invested in you.
Exactly, because you got to think about it like this. Like, it's like when you're scrolling, you got to put this in perspective, right? If you were to see yourself on your feed, would you just like scroll? Would you follow? Would you like? Would you share? Would you comment? Like, that's the type of things you need to be looking at your videos. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, those videos I was posting that were like quote unquote brain rot, like, it's like things people just like and then scroll. Yeah. Right? Like, if you're doing more personal stuff where like you're talking now, you're building some type of connection with the audience, that's when they like kind of go deeper and like, oh, I'm going to click on this guy's profile. Oh, he's got Instagram stories now. Now you're like, now they're checking out your whole entire life if you're posting more stories daily. Like, it's just a bunch of things that, like, again, you're just connecting more with your audience. And I feel like, honestly, TikTok's kind of like that brain rot side, I guess you could get into. But Instagram for me is more of like a professional page where it's just like, you know, people can see your posts and just like a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like the digital resume, as they call it. I mean, I'm sure everyone watching this is on social media, but the businesses that, you know, we work with at Marketing Inventors, we work with a lot of businesses, and so many of them don't even know how to make an Instagram account. They don't even know how to make a Facebook account.
Exactly.
And it's pretty wild how...
So tell me about that. Like, how was it like? So how long have you been in Marketing Inventors for now?
So I've been here a couple months.
Like,
I've been here a couple.
4 months, 5 months.
Yeah, about 4 months. 4 months. So I like I tell people, I've been holding a camera ever since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of experience in mostly photography.
Right.
Like I took videography classes. I took, you know, digital photo classes, and then back in 2020. I kind of started. I don't want to talk, you know, too much about my side of things, right now, because, you know, I want to put the focus on you. No, it's all good. I will say, so I've been doing that, and then in 2020 I got into like e-commerce, like a lot of sneaker reselling, Supreme, all that big stuff, like wholesaling shoes, all that good stuff, and it really opened my eyes to like what was possible online, and you know how there's a world out there on the internet where you can just make money, and you're familiar with it in a different way than what we're doing over here at Marketing Inventors, but with the personal brand, which is like what we do. We build personal brands for other people, for businesses, for the owners behind the business, so that people can understand their story. Like we're here in downtown San Jose right now, and there's so many businesses that we work with, or just so many businesses in general, but no one knows who's behind the business, the stories behind the business. And so we do a lot of marketing for the San Jose Downtown Association, or we run all their social media.
That's sick, yeah.
And so what we do for them is, right now, one of like the campaigns that we're doing is going around and highlighting all these businesses. So like twice a week we'll post videos highlighting business owners, and they get a ton of traction. The community loves them. The community downtown San Jose loves them, because people see them and they're like, oh my gosh, I go to this donut place or whatever all the time.
Ice cream shop, whatever it is.
And then they're like, oh, I love the XYZ owner's name. I didn't know this about them. So that's what that's one of the things that we're trying to do over at Marketing Inventors, is like build personal brands for people, like what you're kind of doing.
Exactly. Yeah. So for me, I mean, going back to myself, I mean, that's like, again, building like that personal relationship. So like, I want to take like a step back from like the calorie tracking apps, like all that stuff. Yeah. And I want to build my own like online coaching business, because at the end of the day, I love seeing people like, because they DM me, they like, yo, what do I do to like get like burn fat and like all these things, and it's just like, yo, you need to do like better diet, like more cardio, obvious things. But it's what's kind of crazy to me to think is like, the things that I find normal that I've learned throughout the years, a lot of people just don't know. Like this basic knowledge of like, you know, you need to make sure you're in a calorie deficit. You need to make sure you're getting like this amount of sleep, like eat this throughout your days. Like people are just like, huh?
Yeah, the
like,
basic things.
It's just like basic necessities. But yeah, so for right now, for me, I want to get people on my team so I could transform them throughout this summer. And then from there, build more testimonials and just build this huge online like coaching business.
Yeah.
Because I just find it fun just training people. Because I have my friends like they're like, bro, I'm more encouraged to like do like more cardio. They're sending me snaps of them like doing more cardio, eating better. They're like, because again, I do a lot of the videos with like the I guess you could call it like the TikTok meal. With like the steak and eggs and the avocado, like all that. You could call that brain rot food or whatever. And people hate on it, but it's honestly good. Like, what do you think? It's a good meal.
Steak and eggs. Yeah, it's good. It's like I remember that trend. That's how I got on social media back in the summer.
That was like one of your biggest videos that blew up, huh?
Yeah.
It does look good though.
It was funny, but the thing about that is like there was no personality to it. I was just, the meal's good, but I was recording a video of me cooking it and it blew up. Exactly. But I didn't really gain any traction from it because it wasn't personalized to myself. It wasn't personalized to my story. And that's like the biggest thing is in the videos that you do where you're cooking, you at least show yourself. Exactly. In the video, you show yourself cooking. So there's more personality attached to it.
So it's just basically, for me, again, like transforming these people, you know, making them eat like a meal simply just like that. And then from there, transforming them to the best shape of their life, either from skinny to shredded or skinny fat to shredded, whatever it is. I mean, that's the whole point. It's just to get people in shape because honestly, being in shape myself has like really just transformed my life, like in a good way. I mean, I think you could say the same.
Yeah, 100%.
Being like
100%.
Not fat. Like I'm not trying to offend anyone, but like being fat, I feel like it's a disadvantage. Like, I mean, realistically, people judge you differently. Like, I mean, whatever information you're like saying or just anything in general.
It's all about your appearance at the end of the day.
Especially in the business world, like where you are, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
like if you were like 300 pounds, bro, like
it'll be over. I mean, that's why I cut my hair. That's, you know, a couple months ago I had the hair going. I had the huge mullet, but I decided to cut it. Shout out to Thomas and Lucas and Pierre for educating me on that. So cut it off. But yeah, definitely appearance is everything on social media, especially and in the business world. But that's also what I want to touch on too, from your side of things is like you built this huge platform that you already are converting this attention into currency, and now you're going to do it even more with your coaching business.
Exactly.
And so why don't you talk a little bit about that, about how like all this, there's this platform that I want to touch on how people don't even understand that social media is free and people aren't posting, they're consuming, but they're not posting. So what would you say to people that are thinking about posting, but just maybe have that fear, or they don't understand how you can actually convert the attention in a currency? Because that's the biggest thing.
Okay, yeah. So this is literally what I tell everyone. The biggest like fear, is literally posting. The biggest fear is like starting. Once you start, there's no going back. But people just don't even want to start. That's the hardest part. I mean, it was for me. And you're going to think like, oh, what does my mom think? What do my best friends think? Like, who cares what they think, dude? If you start making money off this stuff, if you start like having fun with it, that's when it's just you and your phone. It's just you and your social media. It's just you and your money that you're making. Like, who else? Like, why would you care what they think? You know, I would only say this goes for like, you know, if you're making terrible content and you're posting stuff that like actually is just like honestly terrible, then like, what are we doing, bro? Like just stop it. But if you're doing things like that I'm doing, which is just working out, telling men to like better themselves and eat good, like there's no problem with that.
100%.
And so I definitely say like if you're down to like skateboard, if you're gaming, if you're doing whatever, you just need to start picking up the phone. Again, look at people who do that type of content, because you guys do consume. Like everyone does consume. Everyone does pick up their phone, just start scrolling for like 30 minutes. I mean, I even find myself doing that because
100%.
At the end of the day, like
addicting.
I'm sitting there trying to make like, I guess, inspiration from different reels, because I mean, I make personal stuff, but I go through, when you start looking at like social media as a way of like taking inspiration and start creating, once you become the creator of things, that's when just again, the whole social media aspect just becomes completely different. Because I didn't know, like the knowledge I have now coming into this summer than last summer is crazy. Because last summer I picked up my very first camera. It was like a really shitty camera. It was like a Canon Rebel like 2T. It was like $200.
Yeah.
But I will say that is the only reason why I am here today, because I got a camera. Now people are just like, well, yeah, you got a camera. What's so cool about that? I don't have the like content distraction of having your phone, because you don't realize it. But like when you're filming, let's say I'm like filming myself or my boy, I might get a notification from Snapchat. Yeah. Oh, now I'm on my phone.
That's a good point.
Right? Or like I got a notification from Instagram or TikTok, or someone commented. Oh, now I'm checking the comments. Then you don't realize now you're in this rabbit hole of like 10 minutes now you're consuming. You didn't record, right? But when I have like the camera and I'm just strictly recording on my camera, it's like, whoa, now I'm just in like this like content like aspect in my head of just like I'm locked in on my content. And just start recording stuff. So yeah, going back to what I'd say, yeah, dude, just start posting. You literally lose nothing. I've only gained more money in my life. I've only gained more social status. I've only gotten like honestly more positive things in my life as an outcome because I started posting. Like, yeah, maybe in the beginning my roommates low key like, I mean, I'm really chill with them now, but it's just like in the beginning, everyone's gonna be hating on me. Like my roommates were hating on me. Honestly, even my brother's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you got like 200 followers. Like, bro, like this is not gonna work. Like, okay, yeah, I posted 10 videos and it didn't work, but the 11th one worked, right? Yeah. And then now what are you saying? Now I got 1,000 followers. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. And now I'm at 10K. Now what are you gonna say? And then, exactly. Oh, now I'm making money, bro. What are you gonna say? Like,
and yeah, I would say like, I don't know, for me at least, even bigger than, you know, the social status and the money and stuff, like all that's cool. But I would say like the biggest thing for me and for you, I'm sure, is the connections and the network that you build off. There's nothing that you can do that gives you more connections than building a personal brand.
Right.
Like, and you know, I'm still working on my personal brand. You're further ahead than I am, but I would say that's the biggest thing. And literally, the only reason I'm with Marketing Inventors and I joined this team is because of my personal brand, because I put myself out there on social media.
Right.
And all the things that you've gotten, all of the opportunities have just come from.
But I think it's smart for you joining them because, again, like you said, when you started as a kid, you've always been good with the camera. So you know you're good, like you know what you're best at, right?
Yeah.
So for you to join a marketing team, like there's what does that hold you back?
Yeah.
If anything, honestly, I think because okay, guys, I've known Brett for like a minute, like for like pretty good. Like I say, like how long? Like
a couple years.
Yeah, a couple years. But like compared to like when I met him and like we were hanging out like 6 months ago, he's changed as a person, like as a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you've been more locked in on the content. On the stories, just a lot more things compared to like last, because like same with me, you know what I mean? I feel like I was just really focused on like brain rot stuff and just going viral and likes and like all these things. But now again, like I said, I've had such a different outlook on like building like this personal platform and like connecting to people. Like why would people want to look up to me? You know what I mean? Not just like for like, oh yeah, bro, he's got a cool couple viral videos, and it's like
and the best thing about, you know, social media as a whole, you know, posting is that anyone can do it. Anyone can put themselves out there for free. There's no investment. So like if you're a business owner, if you're, you know, just someone like yourself, an aspiring content creator, whatever it is, especially businesses, there has to be some sort of social presence. And, you know, so many people like in their personal lives, like you were doing, for example, you were working out. I was working out. I was, you know, doing all these things, but I wasn't putting it out there. And there's no downside to putting it out there on the internet because it's free. It's a free platform, and even if you know you can't edit, you don't know how to film, you can, you know, you hire an agency like us, but it's still free. It's the free. Platform itself is still free, so anyone can post. And I think you know, especially it's a disadvantage if you're not on social media, if you're not putting yourself out there, depending on what kind of, you know, business you're in or what kind of industry you're in. But I would say for 99% of, you know, businesses, 99% of industries, there's only benefits that come, unless you're in the FBI or some sort of government NDA thing. There's only benefits that come from having a social presence as an individual or as a business.
Exactly. Like I would even argue, like, I mean, I don't know, do you use LinkedIn or no?
I have a profile, but I'm not.
Maybe like, I would love. Instagram. I'm gonna honestly say I feel like having a really good Instagram is like 100 times better than LinkedIn.
Yeah, I mean LinkedIn is more for professionals.
It's more corporate.
It's corporate.
But like I'm saying, like if you want to get, like, I feel like people are gonna be like, "Yo, what's your Instagram?" Not like, "What's your LinkedIn?" Like.
Yeah. You know I mean, LinkedIn is for corporate people. Yeah. Like even all of the you know entrepreneurs, all of the business owners that we work with. they all like, it's all Instagram. LinkedIn's like, you know, professional like backup thing, but it's definitely it's more corporate. Instagram's the main one for sure.
Because like I said, I mean, like you said, even I just kind of hone in on just like, again, building that personal brand and that like social aspect on your social media, because again, a lot of people are like looking at that. You know, again, like you need to start like creating content. It's free, man. I mean, there's no point in not. And like one of the things that was a really big eye-opening event for me was basically I joined this like list for like the co-founder of Cali. I went to this party he hosted in La Jolla, and it was really cool because there's some big influencers like Sam Zia, Eric, I forget his last name, but he's like the Eric guy. He's like some Asian look smacker guy. He goes to USC. Like all these big guys who run the social media presence, like Sam has like 400K, Eric has like 300K. Like all these guys have huge numbers of following, and just hearing about like how much they're making and like what they've been able to do throughout the years of content is like insane. Yeah. I mean, Sam's been doing that stuff for like, I think it's like 3-4 years, like a while, right? But like that's where I put myself too. I'm like, dang, he's been in the game. Like he's like my age, right? And he's like way ahead in life than compared to me.
Just because he had that head start.
But that exactly. Yeah. It's that head start. So it's like if you guys start now, you're gonna be way ahead compared to everyone else. Because if you guys just keep consuming and watching people just keep going up in their life, it's like, well, you're gonna stay in the same position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, sure, you might be doing something to like get yourself ahead, but I feel like, again, if you're doing something for free already, you can start posting for free. And now you're ahead of the game. It's
definitely, I would say for sure, but I think a lot of people are in like a couple categories. Either they don't understand why they need to be posting, or they're afraid to, like we just discussed. Or I think most people just don't understand why and like the networking, the benefits that actually come from it, and they're like how to start putting themselves out there on social media. But like what I realized, and I'm sure you did too, was like, hey, I already do XYZ every single day. I already go to the gym. I already, work. I do this stuff. Why not record it and put myself out there? I mean, if you look at like all the pretty successful content creators, like I guess Sam Zia, for example, all he did was just talk about his hair products,
maxing, like how to just improve men's health. How to improve men's health, bro. That's literally what he started talking about. Just
whatever he likes, and that's why like another thing I like to say is like, my page, it's like my house. I'm gonna talk about whatever I want. I'm gonna post whatever I want because it's my page. Like this is my platform. Exactly. And if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it.
Then don't come to my house.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, don't come to my house, bro. Exactly. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, but that's the thing too. Again, social media is just an open book, so you can have fun with it however you want.
Exactly.
I mean, if something takes off, then you got your own trend you're writing. If you want to hop on a trend, you can hop on a trend. I mean, there's endless routes, but that's why I love it, because again, it's just whatever's in your mind.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Exactly. All right. I think we're gonna wrap that up right here. So, Jason, it was good to have you on. It was good to have you on.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this was our first podcast, both of our first podcasts. So probably a little rusty, but like I said, it's
again, it's the first. But guys, what are we doing that no one else is right now? We're making a podcast, dude. No one's doing this. You know what I mean?
That's all it's about. Episode 10 is gonna be a lot better. Everything's gonna be a lot better. My speaking's gonna be a lot better. Yeah, once we get to episode 10, it'll be a lot better. But go check out.
I like that mindset.
It's all about practice.
I was ready for the second one, but hey, we got 9 more coming. So.
9 more coming. Yeah. Check out Small Spinelli. Tag him down below, and then tag myself down below.
Check out Active Brett as well. Shout out Marketing Inventors again. Yes, sir. And shout out everyone I was talking about in the podcast. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and
let's go, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks, bro.
Boom.